Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Gwen. Folks, today we are getting back into Agatha All Along. This is season 1, episode 8. Second to last of the season. Let's see what happens.
Alls I know is I am definitely ready, willing, and able. Alls I'm ready to do is see Lady Death and see what Rio has in store for it, because I think that's going to be exciting.
Alls I know is that in previous series of all sorts, sometimes the second to last episode is the one where they really give us the banger, and then they put a nice little bow on it for the final episode. But sometimes they wait for the end. Who knows what we're going to get? Show's been a ton of fun. Can't wait to see what it brings.
Yeah, I'm looking to see, and just like Answer said, what is Lady Death gonna do? Is it in this episode? Who knows? You know, we don't. Let's go!
Hey, Steve, can I get a water?
Coming right up. Got a fresh pack right down here. Oh, my back. Oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like Steve's back just called it quits.
Some help would be good right about now.
Yeah, you're gonna need some help with that, Steve. Your injury could be worth millions. You should consider calling Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm.
With more than 1,000 lawyers and 4,000 case staff ready to fight for you if you become their client.
But Steve's worried. He doesn't have the cash to pay for expensive legal fees. Worry no more. Morgan & Morgan will fight for every penny you deserve. And guess what? The fee is absolutely free, unless you win. But Steve doesn't want to sue his boss, even though he hasn't gotten his surgery bills covered in the last 6 months. Steve, when you sue for an injury, you're not suing your boss. You're suing the insurance company.
So if you've been a victim in a workplace injury or any other personal injury, you can hit the link in the description to get Morgan & Morgan to fight for you.
Steve did, and now he's back in the game.
Alice?
It looks like Alice.
They just keep bringing people back.
But were they gone?
Oh.
It's time to go. Where?
Oh.
What's going on here?
That's her soul.
That's all the time I get?
If I had a nickel.
This can't be the end. It has to be the beginning. I finally broke the curse.
You're a protection witch.
Yeah.
You died protecting someone.
Oh.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
I'm enjoying this.
I feel like you don't really have much of a choice here.
Zero choice with Death.
That's the way she goes.
Yeah, that's kind of like the ultimate baddie of all baddies. Like, nobody outsmarts death.
Can't run. Can't
Follow
hide.
me, my friend, to the glory at the end.
What happened? Where is she? Inside. She stayed behind.
Yep, time to run.
Lilia?
Well, gone.
That's it.
That was her.
Boy, we haven't seen Agatha genuinely freaked out like that in a while.
Oh, that is bad.
Your coven is shrinking.
Oh.
First Alice, now Lilia. It's nice she took the Salem 7 with her.
The bodies are really piling up. Did you doubt me? Yeah, thought there'd be a trick in there somewhere.
She was there for the bodies.
You were distracting me from him. He is an abomination, and I know how you feel about him.
Oh, please, I've known that kid for 2 minutes.
I watch you, Agatha. This walk with another woman's son on a road that
Doesn't what?
No one in history has had special treatment like you.
You call what you did special treatment. You gave me nothing.
Yet you took everything.
And that's usually your move, right?
Throw it right back at you.
Why do you let them believe those things about you?
Because the truth is too awful.
Lilia wanted to stay behind.
Green Witch with a capital G. She told us who she was in the very beginning. Growth and decay in constant flow.
So, Agatha's ex is death.
Winner.
Just in case you weren't up to speed.
You sure you want to go find them?
What he wants from the road is a violation.
Finding his brother?
His brother isn't out there. Not yet, anyway.
What do you mean?
The son of the Scarlet Witch stole a second life. I can't let him do the same for his twin. I have to take him.
Oh.
And take him.
Oh, just go ahead.
If Billy is killed, he'll reincarnate again and then you'll lose him. You need him to turn himself in. I can arrange that.
Good luck.
I can get him to the finish line and deliver him to you.
In exchange for...
You let me go.
You will eventually die.
I want you to stop making my life hell. And when I die, a long time from now, I don't want to see your face.
Ever.
Okay.
The deal is done. This is gonna be intriguing.
I just like how Agatha's almost a completely different character. Wow. This one, all the jokes, all the silliness, all that shit is gone. She is for real.
I can deliver him.
Yep.
Get your toe.
Get you, Maximoff.
Well,
look at that.
Nice. That is cool.
All right, Aubrey, we got one take on this.
Yeah.
You're going to be cutting the backdrop, walking on through. So watch your footing.
Yeah, don't pull a Shockmaster.
No.
How did they even meet?
Over corpses, I imagine. I do not understand your loyalty to her.
It's not loyalty, it's analysis.
Oh, look who grew up.
Time to finish the road.
Hi. It's you.
She's all business.
Earth magic with no Green Witch. We're back to square one.
Oh, there's plenty of overlap between earth and potions, right, Jenny Kale?
Some.
Please, your last name is a vegetable. It's like swallowing a doily.
Some
To be
say.
honest, I'm surprised you survived this long, Kale. My money was on Lilia.
It's kind of funny how she basically said this was the second to last episode in that previous dialogue.
Get ready for fireworks! Get ready for spectacle! Get ready for...
Ooh, trippy.
Oh.
Boots!
They back at the start? Did you take a wrong turn at Albuquerque?
Yeah, back where they started.
The Witch's Road is a circle.
And this is the finish line? That's it.
Did her nails just grow?
I heard a little like magic trying.
Yeah, her little noise.
Well, maybe we passed the trial.
Then how exactly do we get off?
Well, maybe we...
You don't know, then keep quiet!
Wow.
Oh, business, Agatha. You shut the hell up.
Grunting in desperation was the caption.
That's the first time I've seen that one. Grunting in
going.
desperation.
What?
It's a circle.
Let's do them again.
There is absolutely zero chance I'm going to endure that experience.
All that again.
Stay here!
Oh,
What are you gonna do? Have them bronzed?
We took them off out of respect for the road. Screw the road!
putting my shoes back on.
They're so comfy.
Yeah, fuck the road.
Slipping back into the docks.
Hello?
What a way to wake up.
Hello?
Woke up in a body bag.
Don't mess with the wolf pack. Might wind up in a body bag.
The shoes.
Don't steal her struggle.
Where are we?
My basement, give or take.
We are. There's not much of an earth vibe in here.
It's no place like home.
Shake your shoes together.
These are grow lights. Are we supposed to grow something here?
In a place with no soil or water, certainly has the irritating sting of a witch's road trial.
I'll open up some other drawers.
We do have our personal effects.
Yep. Search your bag.
It's worthless.
Oh, the road agrees. And now we have our countdown.
Oh, that's unique. The lights.
Yep.
You seem relaxed.
Usually at this point, you're either complaining loudly or freaking out loudly.
I'm thinking.
Oh, about what?
How to save your...
Pardon?
I would have to steal that. Pardon?
Pardon?
I'll be damned if I let you two idiots die.
Wow, such purpose. How are you going to do that without any magic?
They keep using CK for magic.
I like it.
All while bound. Maybe you don't need it.
Well, if that's true, that means I've wasted the last century of my life. That doctor in Boston didn't take anything from me. He gave it up. Agatha?
No, I never knew you ever passed through there, that's all.
What are you hiding?
Are you the one who bound me?
I don't know.
You're the one who bound her.
You kept me like this for 100 years?
I didn't know it was you. I did the odd spell for banknotes. You know, the patriarchy really shelled out to shush a lady. It was bind or burn.
100 years!
This is so awkward. That is my hair. Why are you doing this right?
Oh, doing a spell.
The unbinding ritual.
I deny your power over me.
Oh, atta girl. Good for you. Oh, say it like you mean it, though, Jen.
The old Agatha is back.
You hold nothing. 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 You hold nothing.
This is going to be me the next time you two are berating me on the gaming channel.
Oh, what's happening to her now? Is that the release?
Unbound.
Ooh. Well, that's good that you got your powers back.
Are we going to lose her, though, now?
That's been the track record so far. And here comes something terrible.
Yep.
What happened? Where did she go? She was just there. Agatha.
She was just
The
gone.
road gave her what she was missing. And now she's gone. This can end right here, right now. I came here for power. You have power. Juice me up.
So you get what you're missing and I'm left here to rot? Or worse, take all my power.
I would.
Liar!
Liar.
Liar! Never gonna be as good as
Campbell.
Peaky Blinders, folks.
Ooh.
She's going to spill it.
Tommy isn't waiting out there. Not in a body, anyway. That's what got Rio in such a tizzy. Because she knows you could do it for him.
Do what?
Give him another life, another spin around the dance floor.
Do you think I can bring Tommy back? I don't know how I did it.
You never do. Time to grow up.
So he doesn't know how he did it.
Your last moments with Tommy. Tell me.
I don't remember anything.
You do.
Your mother and I, very proud of you both.
I realize I'm breathing at the same time as Tommy. He's not snoring. It's heavy enough to listen to. It's nice. The feeling when your body knows it's safe.
Breathe with him.
Are they gonna pull this off?
The sound of him. It stops because everything else does.
It's your mother folding her world. That's okay. It's okay.
We have said goodbye before. It stands to reason.
We'll say hello again. You keep breathing.
Like how they added in the voiceovers there.
You breathe for yourself. You breathe for him. You breathe for everything he is. You hold it all inside of you, but it can't stay there. The memories, the feelings, you can't keep them. Keep your eyes closed, no matter what.
Oh.
Oh.
So where does he go? I don't know. To find a place.
It's black. There's nothing.
He floats. He looks down.
I can't find a place.
Don't give me that. 120 bodies empty out every minute. Find one.
It's underwater. There's a boy. It's a prank. They tricked him.
Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah, Agatha. Am I killing this boy so my brother can live?
Oh. Whoa.
No, Billy. Sometimes boys die.
Oh. That was pretty dark.
Well, was the dark cold worth it?
A little tumbleweed.
Out of death. Life.
You gonna plant the seed? It's got water.
Oh, in the soil, look at that.
No, I need more time. I need more time.
But is it gonna work?
I'm trying to see if anything. Yeah, there we go.
There it goes.
Oh, that was quick.
Well,
That was a very fast life cycle for
very
that
fast.
Dandelion.
Dandelions usually do it in about a day, it seems.
Yeah.
Look at my yard. What happened?
Oh. Let me guess, is this Kansas?
Probably.
With the twisters?
Twister. If you feel it.
I'm sorry I didn't have a ribbon for you to run through.
Oh.
I want my prize!
So do I.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh.
That was cool.
As agreed!
And he's now where? He was supposed to surrender himself. That means you're coming with me. I'm thinking death by 1,000 cuts.
Well, they actually did it once in a show or movie where the glass breaking really does a lot of damage to someone.
Is it happening again?
I don't know.
Fireflies.
I don't know. Nobody beats death.
Spell this evil. I am the natural order of all things, baby. And you love me.
Oh.
When she calls you a coward.
Hit the deck.
Kitchen sink.
Why don't you want
That'll
me?
do it.
I mean, it's pretty obvious why she...
Right to the Achilles.
Nope. No, thank you.
Oh, God.
I gotta imagine this is some kind of healing spell.
Oh, that gets me worse than almost anything.
Oh, there goes all that.
Oh, God. I don't know why an Achilles just gets my stomach.
Who's here?
Oh. They're here.
Whoa, the reveal.
In full suit. Full superhero suit.
Comes flying in like Vision.
Like Magneto.
Yeah.
You look good.
You don't. Don't take it all.
Whoa!
Oh.
Wow, he's sacrificing the majority of his power?
Well, he just said don't take it all.
Oh, look at
Purple.
Stop. Yeah, dude, he's just doing. You should. That's how you fight death. You use a keto.
Cackles. He said don't take it all.
She's gonna take it all.
Yeah. So we're gonna get Agatha versus Death.
Feels so good. Oh.
Good.
You're gonna get drained, kid. Oh,
she
cut it off.
Cut it off.
Wow, good for you, Agatha.
Eric, cut off.
So I'll let you decide. One of you stays with me, the other walks
Look
free.
at his face.
Yeah.
That's starting to come back, though.
Well, he's weak now.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I like how they're doing that ringing.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Cackles.
it's like
that one hurt.
Oh!
There you go.
That'll run you a bill.
Oh.
She's no match for Death.
This is futile. You know it.
Resistance.
We can't fight death. It should be me. No. It should be me.
Should be.
It could be me. It could be me.
You're the only one who thinks so.
So all we do is keep pissing off Death.
Mm-hmm.
It's always smart.
I'll go with you. That's my choice. Take me.
There it is. Agatha always working an angle.
Take him,
I didn't think you'd go along with it.
as promised. It's over.
Nothing is over.
Now, put my
It's
yard
over.
back. Plant a few azaleas on your way out.
I thought you were. What can I say? I'm a covenless witch.
Yeah. Evil Agatha.
He fell for it.
Oh.
I'll save you, Agatha.
What you gonna do, sport?
Have to?
Oh.
I know you can hear me.
Shit.
This how Nikki died.
Oh. Ooh.
You know, your son.
Yeah. You made the trade for her. She's not wearing her pendant.
Nope.
Oh, she had to use the dandelion and the tear.
Oh!
Whoa, is she taking Death's power?
No, I think this is a way for Death to take her. Right?
I don't know. They're going for it though.
Yeah.
Still one more episode to go.
I was literally just gonna say, we sure this is the pentultimate, not the final?
I know I've been gullible before.
We are seeing it.
Do we know?
I mean, she is death.
That was the kiss of death.
Oh.
And that happened.
Well,
Fast.
wow. The circle of life kicking in immediately.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh, that was interesting the way they did that.
It's like the dandelion.
Yeah, real quick. A lot of purple there.
That's cool the way they have the yard there with the leaves, but the flowers just grew in that one spot.
Interesting. Just pendant. Oh, yes.
You may go. You may go.
That's confirmation.
All right, he's gone. You can get up now.
I'm not sure that's how this works.
No.
Now she looks like she's done to me.
Did I accidentally skip an episode for us? Is this episode 9?
Well, maybe we gotta finish his story here. We'll have an episode for that.
Well, notice how it's sunny now.
Not good.
You never expect
You
a
flew,
superhero
but you still drove?
to drive away.
Well, he
I thought for a second they were going to get the mirror shot. He was.
I mean, I wonder if they kept
look like
he kept the car there the whole time, though.
Yeah.
From his backstory to now, and then from the
real
break-in.
William. Oh my God. Are you all right?
Is he
Where
home?
have you been? Yes, he's home.
William.
Why are you bleeding?
Fine.
No, you're
I'm
not.
fine.
Look at your face.
Gone for 24 hours. What happened?
You're gone for 24 hours?
That's all it was.
I hit the curb. The curb hit me.
Time is a flat circle.
Well, time is a construct.
They all took the blue pill.
This is the scene where he shaves his head.
Like Shane Walsh. 5 hours ago.
Rocky Horror
Wicked Witch in the back
Picture
there.
Show.
Scarecrow.
A scarecrow.
Dorothy. Tin Man.
I was going to say the Iron Giant, but no, Tin Man.
Wizard of Oz
Wizard
right there.
of Oz.
Alice.
Lorna Wu.
Hey, that's Alice's mom.
What else do we got?
That
He's
part of it too,
looking
that-
right at it.
Something with Sarah Michelle Gellar. There it is. What year did this come out?
This?
last 2024.
Okay.
It's exactly how I pictured it.
Didn't think you had it in you.
You didn't think you would want to know?
You are the magician. You have enormous potential and the ability to turn all of your goals into reality.
She's not gone.
The Craft, Carrie, Saw.
Now this is a house. Right off your vision board.
It was all him.
Even with the sigil in the way, you and your
Jeez,
mother have
everything
the
in the
same
trials.
soul.
Another Wizard of Oz.
It was him.
Is that Jennifer's body?
Wait.
It was all him.
Gosh, you really are Maximoff. Otherwise, none of this would be nearly as dramatic.
And Agatha knew the whole time. Bronzum.
You're so much like your mother.
It was me.
It was you. I liked it.
Oh, boy.
Is there no post credits or anything? You never know.
Nope, not with Agatha.
No, I guess not.
I liked it.
Oh,
We have one more episode.
One more.
the big twist at the end. Wow. We had kind of multiple twists there at the finish between
Twists
Agatha
and turns.
and
Lost another witch, too.
William here. I mean, he was like, no, you can take me. And Agatha's basically, yeah, go ahead, take him. You know, the classic thing we see so many times in movies and TV shows. No, it can be me, take me. And no, you don't do that now. You hang back. And in this case, it was, you're delivered as promised, all the bodies.
Don't do
and,
this, brother.
You know, I don't want to gloss over the really good scene we had with between Kale and Agatha. That was really good. The unbinding, it was a pretty damn good performance, I'd say. That was probably Kale's moment to shine this whole series. Kind of her big moment there with, you know, the emotions and the tears and the close-ups. That was really cool. But in the end, it was all Williams. It was all in his head, or he projected all of it. I'm sure we'll find out in the next episode. But either way, what a twist! All the elements of the road were in his room, and this was just wild. We got to see a hell of a battle between Death and Agatha. And again, I'm gonna go back to it. Look, they only spent $40 million on this, and Wanda was $200 million. Now, I'm not saying Wanda was terrible or anything like that. It was very fun, very entertaining. But the fact that this is on par with that or many of the other, or better than many of the other Marvel shows that we've seen, and they did it for the amount of money they did, to me just goes to show how much storytelling and delivery by the actors can make a difference, because this one was a lot of fun, and definitely I think one you can go back and have some rewatches on. I realize that this may sound like a wrapping up the season critique of it, but overall, I mean, this season was fantastic. We've got one more to go. I'm guessing we're gonna pick right up from where we left off in the bedroom, right? I mean, that's how it always goes when we have a big cliffhanger like that. We pick right up. But either way, I'm here for it. This was a lot of fun, and I'm really hoping that we get more of Aubrey Plaza in the future, in future MCU projects, because when she did the turn with the face that was kind of half skull, half human yet, that was great. We don't, you know, as casual comic book fans who've never heard of the Death character, interested to see what the powers will be, obviously to take life. So that was wild. And was it really the end of Agatha? Because we saw it, we did see it, but we heard the cackling. We heard the cackling at the end, so you never know. And you know, with the world of Marvel, nobody's ever truly gone. So we shall see.
Yeah, I thought this was a great penultimate episode. What I really love, though, at one point is where Agatha and Death were talking about the balance. You got to have the proper balance, and I think that's kind of a nod to the relationship of Death and Thanos, because what does Thanos want? He wants everything perfectly balanced, and he would always try to do that to help out Lady Death, to show his love and affection for her. So I thought that was a little cool little Easter egg. That, I mean, there's so many Easter eggs that we've heard of and everything in all these episodes. That was one that I at least knew, because there's a lot of small ones that are awesome. I loved everything when we get into Billy's room, because we can look at everything and find all the Easter eggs, but what I love is then they showed every little thing that they used, that he was, in fact, you know, he was the one doing the trials, and he was like the quote unquote trial master, but game master for the said trials, because we saw the house, and she's like, right on your vision board, and then right there he saw the poster, and then, you know, with all the references to Wizard of Oz, the Wicked Witch with the green haze, the yellow brick road that they would have lightly colored there, and then even underneath. So it was a lot of cool and interesting callbacks they did to that. And we got to see a small battle, but a cool battle between Agatha and Death. I was hoping they'd do a little bit more, but this episode, they let a lot of stuff breathe, which they needed to, and it was really well done and executed. So, yeah, dragging their feet on that fight would have been a bad idea in my estimation, but the way they did it was perfect, with and him even saying, just don't take all my power. You can have... Just take 95% of it. Leave me a little bit of something. And I was with you guys. I thought she was going to take it all and just say, yep, this is the only way I can do it. But then to have the little back and forth, well, you know, it should be me. It should be me. No, let it be me. I will come with you. Yep. Here you go.
Here he is.
And then, of course, him then using his power to get into her head and said, this is what Nicholas wanted. And then that's where we went into the final go home, supposedly, with Agatha, because I love this twist at the end that maybe it was just him being the game master, because she even said, "You're more Maximoff than you think." And hey, what did Wanda do in the whole WandaVision? Made everybody think they're in an episode. Well,
Created everything.
And so this is what it was great to see this ending. Oh, cannot wait for the ultimate ending. But the pentultimate really delivered.
Yeah, and I did want to jump and say it was a lot of fun to see a different side of Agatha, seeing her serious, because look, she was kind of laughing and being silly through a lot of the episode as we expect from this, but it was good to see her turn that corner and get serious and to show that she can do it.
Yeah, I like the I like that we finally got kind of the reuniting of Rio and Agatha. That was pretty cool. I'm mixed about seeing Billy in like his full like suit, because it's like, okay, he's gone, and oh wait, there it is, full suit, like, and I know this is like, hey, Oak, relax, but it's like
it's all up here. He created it.
He got a perfectly tailored suit, just everything. Just
he's a Maximoff.
Where do you get the suit from? No, but the one question that I do have, and maybe people who are a little bit more familiar with Agatha's story could help me along. Obviously, this is first season for this, so I think there's probably a lot of people who have some questions, unless they're super hardcore fans. I was a little confused that she took not all Billy's powers, but she took a serious portion of Billy's powers so that she could have the battle with Rio, but then in the end kind of sacrificed herself. And I know they had to have the battle.
Kind of.
One of them had to go. Well, yeah, she sacrificed herself. So I'm a little I don't know if confused, but I'm a little perplexed maybe with that decision for her to take a bunch of Billy's powers, have a relatively short-lived battle with Rio. I felt like that could have played out a little bit more, given how big each of their personalities were. I mean, they both had really big personalities. So that battle, it felt a little, I don't know if it's going to make the cut or if it even picked up in the mic, but I turned to Mason Quinn and I'm like, this feels like Potter and Voldemort going back and forth with the, the colors and stuff like that. But look, that's, for me, it's kind of a retro throwback when they do the colors. I think it's cool. We used to see that in shows, the good versus evil. Of course, the red versus the green, and then another popular show,
Big Trouble in Little China. They did it too.
Yeah. There's been a lot of that. So that was cool. But again, I'm a little confused why she would have, Billy give her so much power so that she could then turn around and sacrifice herself for Billy. But in any regard, it was a good episode for me. I thought they threw a lot in this episode in the way of dialogue and the way of reveals, the kind of going back, and Billy kind of having that realization when he was in his room at the end. So they packed a ton in this episode, and I'm wondering, do you have another full episode in the story? Because this felt like the big one. I know I talked about it a little bit in the preview. Sometimes the pentultimate, that's the one where they give you the real meat and potatoes of the story, and then they just got to wrap it up nice and neat. But I feel like this one feels like the wrapping it up nice and neat could be 5 or 10 minutes long. With that all being said, I think that the writers have done a really, really good job overall with this series. And going into the last one, even though I feel like, hey, maybe this could have been the last episode, I feel like at this point we have enough confidence in the writers to feel like as we're going into the next one that we're going to get delivered a good conclusion to this story. So again, I liked it. It was really powerful how they showed Billy trying to find another body for his brother. Kind of, it was a little bit heavy, right? Like, cause you had to watch, and even Billy said, did I take his, this young boy's life so that my brother could live? And Agatha kind of was like, 120, people pass every minute or whatever. And so it's almost like she kind of downplayed the severity of what was happening. But yeah, solid writing, another solid episode for me. And this season's been a pleasant surprise. I'll say that.
Yeah, but this episode for me was actually really enjoyable. I mean, we saw it kiss to death. Usually there's, at least when they set up stuff like this within witchcraft or whatever kind of magical stuff, and your verse is death, usually that kind of stuff means you're just done. But I'm always waiting for some kind of spell to bring you back or something to bring you back. But the way they did the send-off, and I'm going to compare it to The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead usually gives their actors a beautiful sorts of send-off for your death, right? Whether it be Tyrese in the way they did in that episode for 5x9, or sometimes they just give you the full outright zombie treatment and say go and here you go, but then they kind of come back around and give the characters a little bit of a embrace with that death. I felt like here this was a pretty good send-off for Kathryn as Agatha, but of course we heard the cackling at the end of the episode, so I got to imagine obviously Agatha is around in some form, just probably not a body form like we just saw. Again, beautiful death that they just gave her. I'm kind of bummed. I guess I wasn't really thinking that this would be the episode for Agatha to go. Or I didn't even think Agatha was going to go, to be honest. I thought they were going to kind of have some unique way to keep her around somehow, some way. But kind of not the case, but I guess I'll wait for the next episode again because we heard the cackling at the end of the episode. Through Kale, bravo performance from her as well. The second that she got her powers back, I was like, oh, so Agatha was kind of basically keeping her alive-ish. I'm missing some components in there, but that's what it felt like for Kale there with Agatha. The second that got it back, donezo. And then, of course, they blamed it on the trials. But overall, really enjoyed what we've seen here. Max now, I'm intrigued to see what the next steps are for him in the next episode. I feel like that episode should be information overload for a good reason, but if it's not, oh well. And again, I'm with you, Mason Quinn, with Aubrey as Death. I do hope we see her in some later MCU material, because again, that is a pretty prominent character, at least in my book, for the impact that death can bring. But now I'm kind of wondering, putting all the MCU multiverse in my head, I'm like, is death there for every single thing? Or I don't know. Either way, I just have to play that one out eventually later. But again, love the episode, love what they did here. Kathryn crushed it. Aubrey crushed it. Max, the character that Billy, I forget his real name right now, but he crushed it. Everyone, Kale crushed it. Everyone in this episode crushed it. And honestly, I could probably, if there wasn't another episode and it ended right here, to me it would have been a good ending to keep you wondering, and that would have been a nice little cliffhanger of sorts for later if they wanted to explain it. But I am glad we're getting the other episode to kind of put the bow on it.
Well, I think it depends how far do we go with Billy creating this. Did it go as far as he created everything in his mind and none of that happened? Agatha didn't really die. She didn't have the battle with death. It was all just something he made and created and made it happen. I mean, I guess that depends on how far do we want to go with it, because that's what I was thinking.
I'm just taking in what they gave me.
Right, because with the reveal at the end, Agatha shows up and be like, oh, I hope you had a fun little experiment. Now it's time to get to the real world or something like that. The whole thing was a dream sequence. I mean, I don't know how I would feel about that.
I don't think it was a dream sequence.
Not a dream sequence.
Well, not a dream, but he created everything and made it happen. So he used his WandaVision Maximoff powers to make it like a dream sequence, or he went on this journey essentially playing this video game, if I could use that reference, to go through what he wanted to do, which was witchcraft. So who knows?
Who knows?
No, I was just saying because
I mean, you know.
Sequence.
Oh, it's glowing when I hear the term dream sequence.
Well, we got one more to find out.
Exact. Took the words right out of my mouth. We cannot wait for the finale of season 1 of Agatha All Along. So hopefully y'all are enjoying it as much as we are. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
Oh.
17. All right.
Damn, going way back now.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Is this going back to when she first made the trade? Yes,
Oh,
it
look,
is.
she's
We're getting it.
Yep. And she traded her son for the Darkhold.
Oh,
Gotcha. God damn the pain. There's the pendant. Is this a support visit or a death visit?
Well, she was the Green Witch at the time.
Did they ever say who Agatha's,
the father?
Yeah.
No, I don't think they have.
Please let him live.
I can offer only time.
I said no incantation. You I made from scratch. Oh, I know you're not feeling well.
I'm hungry, Mama.
Is the little one well? Te akipimos in circulum.
Had to remove it so she can get in.
Yeah.
Nicholas.
Join us.
I was gonna say that was a coven, and then she took all their powers.
Yep. That look she gave, I was like, that's an interesting look out of Agatha, and now we know why.
I was gullible. Had me for a minute thinking that she was trying. How dare I?
I think we're going to be very good at this.
Yeah.
Nice time jump. Is that Nicholas?
They run like a little con
Child.
business together.
How frail you are. Surely you have kin nearby. Shall we search together?
Wait,
Thief took my silver bell.
your child stole from us. Is it true, boy? Do you shame your mother?
Oh,
One can always
oh
rely on
boy.
the kindness of
Everyone
witches.
gets lured in.
Yep.
Lured in. And,
And then takes
yeah.
their power. This little 1-2 punch on the con game.
Mama, why do you kill witches?
Very blunt.
A little bit of purple underneath his eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why?
Because then they will try to kill us.
Why?
If you want to survive, get used to this feeling.
Ouch, Mom.
I just want to take my goat for a walk.
Now you're lecturing me.
Not a bad little hobby.
Walk, walk, walk the road. I walk the windy road. Walk, walk, walk the road. I walk the windy road.
Oh, you walk this road alone, do you?
Walk, walk, walk the road. We walk the windy.
It's funny because we kind of know how it ends, right? So they're really setting us up to like get a slight gut punch.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry. I'm dead.
Well, there's a goat right there.
Can't you just make me some food?
I cannot.
Use your purple.
I can cast illusions. I can control a feeble mind. I can move objects using my will. But I cannot heal you. I cannot protect you from what's coming.
That's what the purple maybe under the eyes is. That something.
And I cannot divine when she will return.
Ooh, she.
So
When who will return?
I think we're going to have a little bit more than a slight gut punch here.
yeah, I think so.
Winding through the woods where all that's wrong is right.
And all
It's gonna be Walking Dead style too.
Yeah.
Wander?
We wander
High
and low.
in your fears.
I'm starting to get a vibe that it never was about the book. Maybe that was just some kind of front to keep
Yeah,
the bad name going.
That's what's kind of curious about the whole thing. They made it sound like Agatha made the trade, her son, for the book.
Well, because it seems like right now he's forgetting the words to the song they've been singing while too.
Dude, this is going to
That
be
he's
brutal.
sick.
He looks like a pirate.
Take your fee, and others reward him for his talent.
Young boy, wherever did you come upon such a curious song?
Oh, no.
Come, let us find you a warm meal. My sisters and I can help.
I thank you, but no. My mother needs me home.
Oh, he didn't want to do it.
Vicky,
I don't think I think it might be happening, dude.
He didn't want to help her kill any more witches.
Vicky.
Okay.
Well,
I thought it was going to be a derelict. He was just gone.
It's coming eventually.
Mama, we can kill more witches tomorrow. I promise.
There's that cough.
I stray not from the path. What's gone is gone. We carry on.
By your side, down the witch's road. Meeting love from.
Oh, there's the title.
Trying to build a wall.
Good luck.
Yeah. Something's going to come in the next few minutes here. If not, no.
Well, at first I felt that it was going to be Lady Death that was going to come, but that doesn't fit the story.
Lady Death, and they must have known Nicholas was sick or something, so that's why Lady Death didn't take him right away. Because that's why she said the best I can do is give you time.
Give you time, yeah. Oh, well, there we go. Time's up. Hey.
Oh, no.
Hey, lady with the green torch in the middle of the woods.
Well, she just...
Brutal, dude. Oh. No.
Well, this completely changes what we thought about Agatha.
I'm almost positive now that that was just a front to keep the bad name going.
Oh, no. Well, I'm sure we'll learn more.
Nikki. No, I want more time. I want more time. No.
That's brutal.
Ouch.
That is brutal.
If one be gone, we carry on with every bend. Beyond the end, where mother loves you so.
Got the answer to that, too.
You must know the way then.
How dare you? Who are you?
Forgive me. I heard your singing.
Is this Sharon?
I thought you may know the way.
The way to what?
The witch's
Looks
road.
like a de-aged version of her.
Or a young version?
Well, I'm saying for the actress.
You know the ballad, and I'm in great need. Might you show me the way?
It's not, but it looks like
It
a young
does look
version.
like her.
Of course, I will show you the way to the road. I know it by heart. First, we must gather a coven.
Oh, back to your old tricks.
Circle sown with fate, unlock thy hidden gate. Marching ever forward.
Where's the door?
Beneath the wooded shrub.
Embarrassing!
Oh.
Yep, remember she wants to get... Yep.
And
Take it all in.
Absorbing all of
feed
it.
mom. Feed her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our witch there just wanted to go to Wisconsin to meet a nice guy named Red.
Spirit as our thought.
Now, I know Sharon was cooked up by Wanda, but I'm just saying it. It was plausible that
no,
could
we're
have been
showing
the
true
truth.
history.
Yeah, it was. They looked very similar.
This is wow, we're getting caught up with like all the visuals now of what was being said.
Yeah.
Witches born, blood and tears and bone, maiden mother.
Wow.
I'm just waiting to see how they tie in the Darkhold now.
The road is wild and wicked.
Well, we got
winding through the woods.
We're jumping through the years.
That's
we definitely got to see how she survived all these years.
Oh, just
give it to me. Yeah.
Just loving it.
Power.
Is this like a craft? Gotta
That's
be
a
the
film I still need to see.
Yeah, the craft. I thought we had that on the list.
We do have it on the list.
Down the witches' doors.
I mean, we've been doing some witch stuff.
Down, down the road.
Oh, here we are, all caught up.
Follow me, my friend, to glory.
And they were calling it out in the beginning, too.
Yeah.
Are there any real witches in the house? Because all I see are has-beens.
What
and
is that?
covens.
Where's the door?
Found it.
That makes sense now. She was shocked it actually happened.
It worked.
The
Yeah, 'cause
first
she was
time.
just going to take their
it was
powers
always
and
a
call
big
it a
work.
day. Yeah. Well, you look at that.
Is this the road? Because we should really go like right now.
The Sailor 7 are coming.
That's why she had the oh shit.
Yep, it all makes sense now.
And yep.
And here we are.
Boom!
Hey!
Oh.
Oh, she looks more like she does in the comics. She's older.
I saw you die.
Yeah, and now I'm a ghost. Can you dig it?
Sucker.
5 times.
I took a calculated risk. Still figuring out the rules here, but
That's what I would do too.
The road.
what about it?
Did I make the road?
Unlike your mother. Sorry. You actually did something interesting with your power.
You're making fun of me.
Ouch.
The ballad was the trick. It was just a con to lure other gullible witches.
Okay, here we go. Yep.
He made the
Yep.
road.
The road wasn't real until you made it real.
Yep. That's kind of what we thought at the end of the other episode.
So you're saying that all of that, everything we went through. Oh my god! If I made the road, like if I literally made the road, then that means that
It's on you.
means that I killed them. Are they ghosts too?
Oh, something worse.
Alice,
Well, I killed Elf.
Lilia, in the tower.
That was her choice.
Mrs. Davis.
Who?
Yes.
Agatha, I killed them. My mind killed them.
Don't give yourself too much credit. If you actually do the math on it, you saved a life.
+1. Oh.
Well. Okay.
Oh.
There we go.
She made it.
So that's where she disappeared to. All right, so we got an answer. Dude, that looks like the same field the Walker was running.
Yes,
where Shane and I know it's not, but that right
You don't know, they both could have been
Shoot a lot of
filmed
stuff
in
down
Georgia.
Shane was looking out the window.
Did she do that in the show too?
What show?
Oh, in Walking Dead?
Of course.
I was going to kill them all in my basement on day one.
Yep. Here we go.
If you want to be a witch, get used to this feeling.
I'll never get used to this.
Ha! Yes, you will.
Yeah.
We'll see.
The first one always hurts. First cut is the deepest.
What's the old Ford Escape? Is that what that is?
It's a Subaru, a Forester.
Oh. Sharp with Subarus, Mason Quinn.
I saw it in earlier episodes.
Sure he did.
Oh, still there. Can't turn it off.
Billy.
Billy.
Shot in the washing machine. You should go have yourself a spin cycle.
You have something of mine. I know you took it. Just give me what I want and I'll be on my way.
Oh.
What's this for? Are you ignoring me?
It's going to make it go away.
Hello? I'm right here.
Try. He created that whole damn thing. I'm sure he's going to... It's not like they got another episode for him to fail.
Well, he doesn't... He also doesn't know how he did it.
Analog magic. Ooh, look at that.
Well, now that he knows that he created it, sure, he can figure out a way to get rid of it.
Not.
It's a pretty symmetrical free-handed star he drew there.
Yeah, talented.
Look at that.
Expecto Patrono. Expecto Patronum.
Finally.
Levioso.
Okay. Just hand it over.
Wade ad Luke. Relinque terra.
Uh-oh.
Naliese phantasma.
Wait.
Wade ad Luke.
He's not handing it over.
Wade ad Luke. Relinque terra. Naliese phantasma.
What are you doing?
I'm banishing you.
Oh.
Wade ad Luke. Relinque terra.
Why?
Naliese phantasma.
No!
You don't get another chance. Time to go toward the light or into Rio's toxic embrace, or wherever you deserve to spend eternity. I really don't care anymore.
Oh, laying down the law.
Naliese phantasma. Wade ad
You
Luke.
can't do
Relinque
this.
terra.
I think he is.
It worked on Wanda's spell. Wade ad Lucem, relinque terra, naliese phantasma. Wade ad Lucem,
That
relinque
wasn't
terra,
you.
naliese phantasma.
Okay, maybe you loosened the jaw. 5
Wade ad
seconds
Lucem,
ago, you all
relinque
bent
terra.
out of shape about killing witches.
You're already dead. Wade ad Lucem, relinque terra, naliese phantasma. Wade ad
working.
Lucem, relinque terra, naliese.
Hey, can we pump the brakes, Billy?
Wade ad Lucem, relinque terra.
Give it to me.
Naliese phantasma.
It's like in Ghost. You have to think about it.
Yeah, you gotta
Why won't you just die?
Because I can't face him.
Nice.
Oh.
It's just like in Ghost.
She can't face Nicholas.
Nicholas. I'm sure he would forgive you for whatever you did.
See, it's when you say things like that
Should have tell him the truth.
that you remind me of him.
You picked it up. Maybe being a ghost suits you.
We could make a good team.
Coven too?
I do tend to kill my coven members.
Well,
So do I.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's the skin of a killer.
he's gonna close it.
Yep, got rid of the door.
Yep.
Concrete now.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, neat.
One door closes.
And another opens.
Mm-hmm.
Go towards the light.
Let's go find Tommy.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Oh. Come on, there's got to be some sort of like
I did not expect that
post-credits
ending.
scene, you'd think. It looked like there was.
They kept the theme of no post credits.
No, it looked like there was. I thought
I think
Yeah, right there. Oh, before the. Oh, that's nothing right there.
Oh, maybe.
That looks like that's a shot of his room.
Yeah, all right, folks, we're going to go to... Actually, you know what? Let's let this play. I don't think we really let this play through.
We haven't let it play through since the first episode to look at like what all this was.
Now,
but now
knowing what we know.
Yeah, now there was Alice Wu's mom singing. It was Penta.
Cowardly Lion.
Lisa's Simpsons.
That's still a creepy shot of that witch.
That witch one?
Says, yeah.
That's Kraft. Even though a lot of people remember her from Waterboy.
That's true. Is it Vicky Valentine?
Yeah, I cannot remember her name.
She's the devil.
Played foosball.
Oh, here we go. Should be the next couple of scenes here. Westview.
And Aubrey Plaza.
We're back in his room. There we go.
Oh, for the wrap.
Okay.
That whole thing was his
was
room.
in the credits. All those shots were in the credits.
Nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Oh, it was
Georgia.
Georgia. That could have been the field.
Could have
Georgia.
Could have been.
I'm telling you, that was the goddamn field.
Let's get a side-by-side going.
We said it very easily could have been because of Georgia.
Yep. Side-by-side comparison. I got to see it.
There we go.
What a fun wrap up to something that I had no expectations for, didn't know what to expect coming into this, didn't know anything about Agatha outside of what we saw the little bit in WandaVision. So again, I know we stated it in a handful of episodes, but given the budget for this, given how I felt, maybe Disney didn't put everything they could into this series. I thought it very much overperformed and was a pleasant little fun surprise. Look, if this is a one-off and they don't do another season and we're just kind of led to believe that Agatha and Billy just go out searching for Tommy, I'm fine with that, because I think a season like this, the way they did it and the way they told the story, it feels kind of special on its own, just being a one season thing. And I would be afraid it might lose some of that magic if, the next season is, some of the magic. Ooh, if the next season is just Agatha and Billy on the road trying to find stuff, trying to find Tommy, getting into adventures, meeting different people. Because this one felt very much like just a self-contained story that, could have been a movie, but they're like, well, we can get a little bit more mileage out of it. Let's maybe extend it and make it a one-off series. So if they do decide to do that, I'm fine with it. I enjoyed this episode. The big question that I had was the whole time we were told that Agatha traded her son for the Darkhold, and it turns out that wasn't the case at all. Her son Nicholas was just, I get the vibe he was born with some kind of sickness and death was going to come for him in childbirth, and Agatha was able to buy 6 or 7 years with her son and got to enjoy that and then have the heartbreaking conclusion to that we had. So that was interesting how they threw that at us, because you're led to believe the character of Agatha is made the way she is because she essentially traded her son for power, and we found out that wasn't the case. Now, I would like to hear some of your thoughts. Was that something Agatha just put out there to make her sound more evil or more powerful, or somebody who's not to be messed with, a more formidable opponent? To kind of trick everybody and making her think, there's nothing that she won't do. She even traded her own son for power. She's not going to have any mercy on us. I'm wondering if that's kind of something that was meant to be out there, or is that something that people took about her character? And when I say people, I mean the people in the Marvel universe, those characters, if they just took that and kind of ran with it and made it the story, because, clearly wasn't the case. Now, it's not like Agatha was completely innocent in all this. She was going around just taking out witches for their powers left and right, and that was her plan all to begin with. I loved the reveal, and I kind of speculated about it that Billy was the key to this whole thing the whole time. He created all of it. They kind of were leading us down that way when he was in the room, and everything that he had in his room kind of tied into what they saw on the road. So I thought that was really cool. And again, I just want to go back to, that's why I don't know if a second season of this would work, because the big twist and the big storyline was that it was all created in Billy's mind. We kind of found out a little bit more about Agatha. I don't know if I want to see them go into a real world situation and they're just trying to find Tommy. Again, I think this fits being a self-contained story as it was, and I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun seeing this starting back in the 1750 when, you know, she had just had Nicholas, and the big reveal there was, you know, Lady Death was going to take Nicholas right then and there, and she's like, no, you can't take her now. And then, you know, Death is like, all I can do is give you time. So then you understand why they had such a tumultuous relationship after that, yeah, they loved each other, but now here Death has to take away the one thing that you know, Agatha might love more than Death, and that is, you know, is Nicholas.
It would have been nice to see that relationship, how that happened.
That would have been nice too. I mean,
didn't really
but
see that
because like you know, if there is a second season, there's stuff they could kick around with that as well. They could go back to that time and how they first met, fell in love, and then like we could find out, you know, who the father of Nicholas was. I'm sure some of you comic book readers know who the father is.
Who's Mr. Scratch?
Yeah, who's Mr. Scratch? So I mean, because then you got to see what their little con game was, and it was her getting powers, and I think I saw something in here where they said maybe it was because she was leaving bodies for Death to grab, so that way it would give Nicholas more time, and maybe that's why she kept on pressuring Nicholas. Hey, we got to keep taking out witches left and right. Because of one night that you know, they didn't take anyone out at the bar when Nicholas was sitting there, you know, singing and dancing and trying to get, you know, witches to go wherever. You know, they didn't take anybody out that day, and what happened that night? He got taken away by Death, you know, ending their relationship. So I think after that, it was basically Agatha wanted to get as powerful as she could. So how could she do that? Have a coven, have a song that would get the road, which never did, so that way she could take all the witches' powers, because I think she wanted to get as powerful as she could. And we saw, you know, she was going toe-to-toe with Wanda, but she wanted to get as powerful as she could, so that way she could probably battle Death, because she was so hurt by what had happened. And well, also in, you know, being immortal and all of that stuff that goes with it, and having power as well. But I personally think she wanted to go after Death and have that fight. Well, you saw the first or second episode where that happened, where they had the little talk where she's like, "Let me get my purple stuff. We can go at it. Yeah. Put your dukes up, and I'll put mine up." But yeah, what a great end to a great show. Not sure if it needs a second season, but hey, I'd be here for it. I would like to see now what we could do in bringing Tommy into this and seeing what his powers all are.
Yeah, this was a good finale for me. Kind of wrapped up the whole story, gave us the final kind of, this is how the road was created, which is kind of something that we didn't really know throughout the course of this series. They told us what happened to her son. I think I probably would have liked a little bit more backstory on her and Rio, because they teased that so hard so early. You know, when they had the big fight in the house, and just let me get my purple back. And, you know, we saw a battle last episode between those two, and that was relatively quick-ish, but it served its purpose given the amount of time that we have for each episode. I just would have liked a little bit more backstory. Definitely an emotional gut punch when they saw, hey, look, she's about to become a mother, but here's Death knocking on the door, and you gotta do the deal thing.
Yeah, because it's strange that she goes from taking her son from her to then falling in love with Death, which I'm wondering how that connection happened.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. You know, it was interesting showing her going from coven to coven and stealing everybody's powers, and then kind of used her son as bait, you know. And I'm like, well, that was interesting. So she seemed a little self-motivated at times. but she was. Look, if Death was. If Death was keeping an eye over her son and choosing when the right time was, Agatha was out there taking out people left and right. So it's like, here, have these witches, And, they gave us those scenes of her doing that, but they really didn't, they implied it was at a high frequency. But, and then when her son was like, we can kill more witches tomorrow, it made it feel like, okay, she's doing a lot of this. But yeah, it was a solid episode for me. Again, I think these episodes could have maybe been a little bit longer, but given what they had to work with, I thought overall the writing was good, performances were good, and I agree with you, Mason Quinn, that whether it was a lead into a second season or just kind of a one-off, that it was it was entertaining. So
yeah, I'll start off right away with my score. I'm going to give it a 4.5. Because this actually was a really damn good show. I thought, I should speak into the mic a little bit. I thought because, one, I guess I had no expectations really coming into it. So the way they presented everything was actually pretty unique and fun. Again, for me not having enough movie watching, TV show watching of witches outside of True Blood and maybe one or two other things, this was actually a real treat to kind of see a little bit more of the witchcraft, so to speak. Specifically with this episode, I loved how they dedicated the first 15, 18 minutes to essentially the backstory of Nicholas. I thought that was great. I don't think we'll ever get knowledge of the father or anything like that, and I'm totally fine with that if it's not the father or whomever it may be in this wild world of Agatha. So I'm okay not knowing whom or who it may be, I should say. As far as, they were really... I thought they did a really good job, at least for me, executing on trying to get you sucked into the Nicholas story, trying to suck you in, set you up, like we were saying in there, setting you up for like, this is going to be gut punch, even though we know that he's not around. And for me, it delivered on that. So that was, if you just seen Agatha there and then just the head and her coming to the realization really quick that it was game over, that kind of hit. As far as the legend of she traded her son for the Darkhold, there's two things that are going through my mind. One is because she wanted to let the legend just go. That way it kind of gives her whatever reputation it may come up for one to think of. Or was it just the reality was just too hard for her to finally, just come to terms with it? Stuff like that. So... I'm sure it's both or maybe just one. Either way, that's kind of where my head is at. I did look up to see, how we're ratings and everything. According to this, it did grow in viewership every week. So shame on...
Word of mouth.
Yeah. The reason why I'm saying shame on Disney here, or Kevin Feige, MCU, whatever, is I feel like 40 million was just... Well, here you go. Just
see what you
make it happen.
Yeah, do something with this.
Yeah, compared to what we saw, what was Hawkeye in the 150s, 160s, something like that. And then, folks, you were saying that Wanda had over 200. So it's just like, even with a $40 million budget, maybe that was perfect for them because they had to really put into the story and not rely on any kind of special graphics or anything like that. So maybe that is a good thing in a hindsight kind of way of, all right, cool. We don't need all that. We just need a great story. We got our superb actresses and actors to deliver the story that we need for it to hit with most folks. So kind of talking it on now. Bravo, give them another 40 million in season 2 and I'd be cool with that. If we don't, kind of like what you're saying, if we don't get a season 2, I'm okay with that. Because I do feel like how good this one was. I wonder if it would fall. Of course, awesome writing cures all. But I wonder if it would kind of fall in because, we got like Squid Game. Season 1 was so epic. Agatha, for what this was, it was good. So I wonder if it would, because the bar that this show set for itself... I wonder if season 2 would kind of be underwhelming if they were to go find Tommy.
Yeah, because you had that twist. The whole series led to the moment of Agatha saying, no, it was you. I was trying to get my powers. I didn't trade my son. Those were all the big twists. How do you recreate that in a second season? You know?
Yeah, I'm sure they could, given time, and maybe 60 million, maybe this time. But
I give him 42. Let's see what happens.
Exactly. With the backstory too of getting the visuals of what the first or the earlier episodes were saying, that was actually pretty cool too, of actually getting the visual for it. Because I didn't think they were going to swing in episode 9, swing back, give us that like they did. I thought that was pretty cool because basically the penultimate episode was the go home. And then we're like you say, Dave, they put a bow on a couple things that could have been lingering. The one thing, though, I wish to, like you, was since I'm not a comic reader, if they would have given us a little bit more flashbacks of Rio and Agatha, because I thought that would have been a pretty cool tie-in now that I'm thinking about this, too, and listening to you guys and kind of, going through my mind of these past episodes. I think that would have been a pretty cool fit-in. As far as again, this whole series, I wouldn't mind doing another rewatch, knowing what we know now, and trying to go back and see all the breadcrumbs they actually left for coming up to this last 2 or 3 episodes. So I feel like it was just a giant build to it. Yeah. And then, of course, since we were just focusing on what was being delivered from give me main points, I can only imagine what little crumbs were left for us that we didn't notice because we weren't obviously trying to pay attention to it because we weren't aware of it. So 4.5 for me. Again, for this series, it was a damn good one, at least in my opinion. Kathryn crushed it. So great job, and all the other actresses too. You nailed it, and actors. Great job by everybody. Bravo, especially to the writers for only having that kind of budget, because I know some other shows would probably kill for that budget, but when you get an MCU contract or whatever, it's like, oh, we're MCU, we're going to get some money to do this. But nope, you guys crushed it. Congratulations.
That just meant, the writers are like, you know what? Our writing's going to shine through better this way then, because we don't have to rely on everything else. I echo everything you had to say there. 4.6 out of me. I thought this was a great show. Kathryn Hahn, again, delivered as
crushed it.
Being Agatha. I mean, she set the tone in WandaVision with how great of a character this could be, and it led us to find out more and more about Agatha and their adventures moving forward with her as a spirit. I think that could be a lot of fun. We can find out more information. We can find out because remember, he didn't think he brought Tommy back because she had the teaser said sometimes a boy just dies. And so that'd be kind of full circle to get back to both Billy and Tommy together. So then we could see what those two could do together.
Yeah, and I do hope if there is no second season and they squashed it, I do hope we get Agatha and Rio and Billy too sprinkled somewhere in there, and then maybe pick up some pieces. Yeah. Rio, I'm hoping, since she's deaf, if they utilize it.
Yeah, I mean,
they probably won't. They probably won't. But if they do, be great.
So for me, man, this is a very interesting score for me, and I had to really kind of think about it because this show, everything was there for it to be an absolute 5 and a total banger. It's marked down in my book, ironically enough, not because of anything that anyone did who was associated with the show, but because of what Disney did, not allowing them to tell the story. Here's a couple of reasons why I'm not going to give it a 5. They didn't give them a decent budget. Look, they showed by the CGI of the Salem 7 and the demon that was in the house that was up in the rafters or whatever, that it wasn't going to be silly and it wasn't going to be goofy. These effects were going to be good, right? And they didn't give them the budget to do it. They didn't give them enough time to flush out all the stories that had to be done. We don't know anything about Rio and Agatha outside of a few lines of dialogue that they were given. Big miss there. And I also thought they could have dove into the story of some of the witches a little bit more. We just got those small bites in each episode. And again, that goes back to runtime. So ironically enough, the people that I blame for not making this a 5 is Disney themselves, not the actors, not the writers, not anybody doing the behind the scenes CGI work. You all did amazing. You guys did level 5 quality of work, but because of those reasons, I cannot give it a 5. I did enjoy it. It's a 3.5 for me, but not because of anything that anyone did associated with the show. You just needed to be given more to finish the story, I thought. And for that reason, it's a 3-5. Could have very easily been a 5 had they just done a few things different and just said, oh, we've got something good here. You know what? You folks know what you're doing. Here you go. Run with it. So it's more of a frustrated 3-5, if anything, because I'm like, damn it, you had it in your hand. It was right here. It could have been a 5, but you blew it.
Well, at least it didn't just blow it on the finale like the other Marvel shows that we downgraded.
A little bit trouble sticking the landing.
The finale for what they did here was actually pretty good,
considering what they had. Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, I thought it was entertaining. As we've said, we're getting a little bit past just saying we're casual Marvel fans because we have seen so much. But for somebody who really didn't know anything about the Agatha character, I felt like it needed a little bit more backstory, especially if you were somebody. And I know a lot of the shows tie into each other, and a lot of it was WandaVision with this one. But being that Mason Quinn and I just did a one-time watch through on WandaVision a while back, there wasn't enough backstory or development on who Agatha was for me. Of course, we saw she was a witch and things like that. And the other kind of, I don't know if I want to call it a complaint, but kind of just as what I'll refer to as a casual fan. When I think of Marvel, I think of superheroes, powers. What are their abilities? What can they all do? And we saw that Agatha had the ability to, she said she can move stuff. She said, she can do certain things. She can take powers of other witches. But inside the whole universe of Marvel, if they're battling Thanos, where does Agatha fit in, right? Can she come and take the powers of other people? Is that just witches, or can she come take the powers? Now, if she can come take powers of other superheroes and adapt those to herself, now you've got somebody who's incredibly badass. But it felt like, and I get Agatha was a witch, but it felt a lot more like a witch story than it did rather what I would consider a traditional Marvel superhero type story. So I did think the writing was good. I thought the character development was good. Again, would have liked more backstory, but for me, it didn't pop off like a normal Marvel. And look, that is just as me and the superhero stories that I grew up on, where it's like, hey, look, this character is getting their own series. Let's see what sort of powers they have. Can they fight the bad guys? Can they do this crazy stuff? And that's not really Agatha. So for me, it was, I'm going to mirror Mason Quinn's score. It was a 3.5. Definitely some things that they could have improved on for me, but overall an enjoyable watch. So,
all right. Well, there you go. This side of the table is right. Who knows what that side? So no, I'm kidding. We all love this show. This show was amazing. It was a lot of fun watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed it as much as we did. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. Good night, pals.